And one.
Hello, motivators. It is a pleasure to be here again with you all guys. When we actually can be watching our favorite show, or we can actually mindlessly scrolling through Instagram to see our social media crush, but we choose to be here in Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters online meeting session. Thank you very much. We have the same energy to share the insights, the spirit of human development for each other. And I'm very happy for you because you're here. As a president of Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters, I would like to start this meeting by a sound of this snap. But I'm not a Thanos. So, Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters, we are an English public speaking community under Toastmasters International. And we have the curriculum that is derived from the Toastmasters International, which shapes us into specific public speaking purposes, because we believe that public speaking skills in general are not enough. We need to craft each of our skill into a specific purpose. Do you want to be a leader in your corporation? Do you want to be a coach? Do you want to be a motivational speaker? Do you want to be a presenter? Or even do you want to be a stand-up comedian? We have specific curriculum for each of them. We call it Pathways from Toastmasters International. That is one of our privilege as part of Toastmasters. And Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters itself is one of the club. We are here from 21 years ago, so we are having a legal age at this time. And we have various members from wide range of age and background. But most of us actively are young professionals between 25 until 40 years old. But it is not a limitation. Anyone can join us. And to be specific as a member, at least 18 years old. Basically, we have three main agendas in typical Toastmasters meeting. The first one is prepared speech. It is an opportunity for our registered member to deliver the speech based on their Pathways project. And basically, it is not just to deliver a speech, because in certain projects, or even most of the projects, we need to do something, not just crafting or not just writing the draft, but we need to have real life experience. For example, leading a project or a team, managing an event, and so on. That is why we really concerned about this human development for our member. The second part is table topic speech session. It is an impromptu speech session when any one of us can deliver an impromptu or spontaneous speech, 1 until 2 minutes, about certain topic, specifically revolve around the meeting theme. So if our meeting theme for tonight is about tree, we'll talk more about tree and environment. Will be explained later. And the third session is evaluation, because we believe that there is always room for improvement, no matter how skillful are we. So, in evaluation session, the prepared speaker from the first session will be evaluated by individual evaluator. And the meeting in general will also be evaluated by our team. And this meeting is hosted by Toastmasters of the meeting. In general term, we know this as MC. And I will call the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Redika.
Okay, thank you, our president. Thank you for welcoming us and for the thorough introductions about. And yeah, our today's theme is especially interesting. Clean though, anyway. Can you see my screen? Okay. So our today's, maybe some of you think that we are not going to talk about trees in literally, but are at least not in a literal way. But actually we are going to talk about trees, like literally about tree. Why? Because we million trees movement to emphasize how important trees in our life, especially to preserve our planet. And maybe some of you just at least know that, yeah, we know that tree is important to that extent, but it's
Oh, there is some kind of technical issue from her. What should we do right now? Okay, perhaps I will highlight the. Okay, she's here again. Toastmaster Redika, yeah, you are right. Unmute yourself. Okay.
Thank you. So I was disconnected. I didn't realize it. So can you guys now hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I thought I was still connected. So I thought to myself then. Okay. So yeah, okay, let me repeat again. So our today's theme is 1 million trees. It's actually to celebrate 1 million trees movement. So we know that trees are just that important, that significant to preserve the existence of our planet. If we don't put that much attention to the existence of trees, we may put the existence of our planet in danger. And yeah, it will make our future offspring, it will put their situations, it will put them in a difficult situations, because without the existence of trees, we will actually, our nature will be in balance, because this trees will keep this cycle, the nature cycles balance, how we exhale and we inhale oxygen. It's most of the no, we get oxygen mostly from trees, right? It's just one of the small benefits that we gain from trees, but actually trees serve far more benefits that we probably won't realize yet. That's why it's just how important trees are for our lives, not just our lives, but for the existence of this whole planet, our planet. So that I just want people to realize, realize that 1 million trees movement is something that we need to celebrate. Though maybe you don't need to, if it's even better if you can actually plant the trees in your home, if you have enough space, of you have a garden to plant trees, that's even better. You do tangible actions to preserve our earth. But if you don't have space yet, maybe you can just put a plant in your room, so at least, yeah, you just keep something green in your room and on your table or stuff. But that is just one of the smallest things that you can do to, yeah, at least just keep their existence there. So that's why at least all of us need to realize by today that, oh yeah, that trees, we need to cherish trees more, just like we cherish any other living beings, just like we cherish our own families, our own friends. Just it goes the same with other living beings, not just trees though actually, but because we have trees at our team today, so let's just keep in our mind how important trees are. And I would love to ask one of the participants here, whether or not you guys agree with what I said. Maybe you can add points to my explanation. maybe Toastmaster Hansel, do you agree with me, or you want to add something about it? And if you know any more important benefits that gain can deliver to our planet, maybe you can add me.
Trees are good for nest of birds and a lot of wildlife, so not only producing oxygens. And yeah, that's from me.
Okay, that's it. Maybe Toastmaster Melisa, can you add more points to my explanation? Do you agree with me, or you want to add points with regard to the importance of trees in our life?
Okay, let me think for a minute. The importance of trees in our life. I agree with everything that you just said. Trees are very important in our life because we cannot live without trees. We cannot live without the trees producing our oxygen for us, and also they are also a shelter to a lot of live beings like animals, and then also other plants and fungi. And it is detrimental to our well-being that we keep our nature well. I think that's all from me.
Yeah, thank you for your opinion, for your 2 cents. That's, yeah, I couldn't agree more with it, and with Toastmaster Hansel point of view as well. And from guests, do you guys want to share your point of view about this 1 million trees movement? And what do you guys think about it, and what we should do, especially in the personal level, to keep the existence of trees, or to add something green in our room or in our lives, say? Maybe one of you guys from guests, I would love guys to just speak up and give your opinions about it, or I will maybe point one person. Maybe I would love to hear from Toastmaster Nadia. Do you want to? I would love to know your opinion about our today's team. Like, do you agree with it?
Okay, hi, good evening, everyone.
Good
evening. I agree with you. Tree give us oxygen and it's balance our environment, and also tree also give us like if we plantations for us human, we eat vegetables and all. It's also from tree. It's balanced from animals and human beings. Tree is very important. It also can clean our air.
Yes.
And it also can penetrate us from ultraviolet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. You're not wrong. That's right.
Yeah, that's all my points.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your point of view, Toastmaster. Soon to be Toastmaster Nadia. And yeah, I hope you guys will get you guys start to what is it, understand about our team today. So
I'm sorry for interrupting, Miss.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you that planting trees, 1 million trees, are not only important but also urgently necessary. But as we can see now that the effect of climate change is real, and it is the reality that we are facing right now. And many effects that we find, like landslide, flood, and many other disasters, you name it. And one biggest effect of climate change is because the deforestation of the trees itself. And do you really think that planting trees of our own it is enough for us to save our world from climate change? Because as we know that many big companies keep trying on doing deforestation in our world. And I think here we need to have the same goal, that we have to have the same mind that we need to save our world together to make it a better place for our future.
True that, yeah. I do agree with you. These environmental problems, I guess, should be everyone's problems, not just high ups problems or some parties problems. We should have, just like what you said, whether it be enough if it's only one person who plant a tree, then will it make a significant difference? Then I think if one person, if one person then have the same consciousness, the same awareness is how important trees are. I think it's just, let's just start from our personal level first. Imagine if it start from you, it start from me, and then others follow. I think it will make impact though. Even when we think it's only me, then does it make any different than if it's only me who awares of these issues? Say, but let's just start from ourselves first. At least we try to make others realize just how important trees are, or how important it is to save our environment by planting trees, for example. Maybe we by putting these issues in our daily life, merge it in our daily lives, people start to see just how important it is, then get affected by our action, and then they follow suit to our action. I guess that's just, let's just put aside whether or not it will make a different impact, but let's just make a different from a personal level, what we can do with it. And then I think if our intention is good, other will follow. And yeah, it starts from single consciousness, then it will make a bigger consciousness. It will make a uniform consciousness. That's what I think. That's why even when I used to have the same thought as you, will it make significant impact if it's only me who cares about trees, and others just say that you don't really care about it? But let's just say it turns out actually many others care about the same issues as well. So the point here is just start from our individual level. So, and we will see other will follow our good intentions. I guess that's what I can add to your point. But I couldn't agree more with you, with your explanations. And this is just why trees matter. Just to add to my explanation, just basically, you guys know that trees are vital because, yeah, let me emphasize again, they give us oxygen, they store carbon, stabilize the soil, and give life to the world's wildlife. And they also provide us with the materials for tools and shelters. So I guess by these 2 points alone, we can assume and we can conclude that trees are vital, are essential. And still related to our today's theme, I would love to as well introduce our word of the day. Our word of the day is rooted. It's an adjective. The meaning of rooted is having developed from something. The example is this, so rooted in her values. So I want to encourage all of the guys, all of the participants here today to use our word of the day, rooted, in your speeches, whether it be impromptu speeches or prepared speakers. Just put rooted in between, so the word of the day counter will count it if you mention the word of the day today. And as well for us to practice to enrich our vocabulary, so just say rooted if possible, and remember the proper use of the rooted itself in the sentence. And as our president already explained as well, that we have 3 main agendas. First, we will have prepared speaker, table topic sessions, and then the last one, evaluation sessions. And the first sessions is the prepared speaker. But before we jump into the first sessions, I would love to introduce our general evaluator today with their team to introduce their roles. So for the general evaluators of today, DTM Harlina Indra, please, you can introduce your teams and their roles.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you.
So, yes, so I'm Harlina and I will be your general evaluator tonight. So my task is to observe your whole meeting from the beginning and the end and to give feedback on how your meeting can be even better next time. So this is a very daunting task for me. So I have a whole team who will support me, and I would like all the members of my team to introduce themselves and explain what is actually their role. First is the grammarian, Toastmaster Melanie. The stage is yours.
Thank you, DTM Harlina. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters. I am Melanie, and today I will serve as your grammarian. And as a grammarian, I will be taking note of the gems and the germs of our speeches tonight. Gems, these are the outstanding words or statements that you will be uttering or saying throughout your speeches. And the germs are the improper use of the English language. At the end of the meeting, I will be giving my report, and please don't be afraid to practice the language, the English language, so that first, I will report something later. And the second is for us to develop our communication and public speaking skills. So I believe that our Toastmaster of the meeting already shared the word of the day, which is rooted. So I'll return the control to our GE DTM Harlina.
Thank you very much, grammarian. And now I would like to ask the Ah and word of the day counter to explain her role. Please welcome Toastmaster Mala.
Thank you, GE. So, hi, my name is Mala from Eagle Toastmaster Club. So, greeting fellow Toastmasters. The purpose of my role is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for the overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sound, including Okay, and then I also will take note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as something, okay. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions and also report the word of the day usage. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much. I'm word of the day counter, and now I would like to ask the timer to explain her role. Please welcome Toastmaster Yoda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harlina. Hello, everyone. My name is Yoda Laila from Plaza Toyota Toastmaster. Now, as timer, I will timetable topic speaker, and also I will alert each speaker for table topic speaker, formal speeches, and the evaluation. Using the green and yellow, also red backgrounds. So for details of timing, I will attach on the chat box. Okay, I think that's all for me. Back to GE, Toastmaster Harlina. Thank you.
Thank you very much, timer. I would like you to demonstrate a little bit how you will put the backgrounds, the colors, please.
Yeah, colors from yellow, green, and also red.
Okay, and for table topics, when will you put on the green light? When the yellow and when the red? Maybe you can explain
Okay.
it.
For table topics speaker, 1 minute green, 1 and 30-second yellow, 2 minute red. For prepare speech, 5 minute green, 6 minute yellow, 7 minute red. And evaluation, 2 minute green, 2 and 30-second yellow, and 3 minute red. So we have only
Yes.
3 backgrounds colors.
Yes, thank you very much. And I would like to ask you for the very special project of Toastmaster Qaiyum. How are you going to time it? Because it's 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. For special.
So I can suggest 10 minutes green.
10 minutes green, okay.
Yeah. And then 13 minutes yellow, 15 minutes red. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, and then there is 30 seconds grace period before the green light is on and after red light is on. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, timer. And now I would like to ask the bell counter to move forward. Please welcome Toastmaster Nanda.
Yes, so good evening, everyone. I'm Nanda, and tonight I'll be a ballot counter. And my duty for a ballot counter is I will send the link, and all of you here, you can vote your most favorite speaker for each session, for prepare speech, table topic session, and also evaluation session. So please, I'm rotating to you to choose the most favorite speaker. Back to GE. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ballot counter. And I noticed that there is Toastmaster Sartika who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Qaiyum and Toastmaster Hanif who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Nanda. And yes, thank you. And all the members of my team are going to give their reports later. And Toastmasters is a place where we learn communication. Communication is two ways. It's not only about speaking, but also about listening. And that is what my team is training today, to observe and to listen and to give their reports during the evaluation session. We will come back later and we will see you later. Back to the Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, General Evaluator, DTM Harlina. And again, I would love to encourage all of you guys to mention our word of the day, Reddit, as our grammarian already mentioned as well. And I think we can start with the first sessions, which is prepared speaker sessions. The first speaker is Toastmaster Qaiyum. He will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sartika, and she will introduce the projects of Toastmaster Qaiyum today. So for Toastmaster Sartika, could you please explain his project?
Is she around?
Is he here? Toastmaster Sartika? Not yet, I guess. Because I don't see her name. So.
Oh yeah, Toastmaster Sartika will be evaluated by Toastmaster Heggi. There she is.
Oh, so she's here.
Hello. Sorry, there was a background like a noises in the road, so I just try to mute it first. Okay. But it's not going far away. Yes. Okay. Yeah, okay. So then I will introduce our speaker. First speaker tonight would be Abdul Qaiyum, and this project would be about managing difficult audience. And his speech title for tonight is Salad in the Pipe. So Abdul Qaiyum, Salad in the Pipe.
Thank you very much. So ladies and gentlemen, today I am someone who are going to be the one that love nature. And I am the one who going to plant 2 out of the million trees that being suggested today. Have you guys ever wondered where does the vegetable that you guys eat on the supermarket, on the stall, or in any place that you guys buy is a very healthy vegetable? And worries not, I am here as someone who going to share my experience to all of my fellow investors in future. And with that, comes to my young part, comes to the small mind of children, thinking about if the market provide the one that not really good vegetable or some green plants that we can't really, knowing the background of it, why don't we produce it ourselves? So with that, ladies and gentlemen, come to my pitch today, salad in the pipe. Have you guys ever wondered that we can actually plant a vegetable in a pipe? Some of you might say like, Qaiyum, that's silly, that's ridiculous. Worry not, and I will going to be with you together in today's journey, explaining how can it be done. So in the early 2021, I was joining a course from our government that they say this is a practical for everyone who wants to become an urban farmer. And I felt like, oh, this is good. I shall be one of them. And when I went through to all of the classes, and I felt like this is really, really interesting. Because why? In the traditional way, we plant our vegetable in the soil. And we will, take a lot of space. We will take a lot of time to clear the land and get a lot of energy, get a lot of people to helping us with that. And after joining these courses, the only things that you need to have is 3. First thing first is the pipe. Second thing is the vegetable. And the third thing is the knowledge that we are going to share today. And first of all, it is not all vegetables are, can be planted in a pipe. How can a pumpkin that we eat today to be planted in a pipe? That is impossible. So I would say it in the first place, it is not applicable to all vegetable, but only for a certain. And if you guys wonder, what kind of vegetable, Qaiyum? Here you go. A red spinach that I myself planted it at home in a pipe. And this plant is not taking a lot of space. It's only have 2 small pots with it. And very interesting enough, right? Yes, because of this, you right now can plant it every day and eat the vegetable that you feel secure and healthy for you anytime you want. And those kind of things that I want to persuade everybody here today to be together with me, investing your time, investing your energy, and investing your knowledge, want to be part of it.
How can we reap enough food with that kind of small pipe? I mean, we can't be satisfied. We still feel hungry.
Right. And thank you for the questions, Toastmasters Hansel, or I will say Investor Hansel. So ladies and gentlemen, I am not saying to everybody here that we are not allowed to eat anything else. All right, we can still eat fish. We still can eat nasi padang. We can still eat mie bakso with the vegetable that we have. And I am here to state that the vegetable that we have today, it could be planted without soil and taking less space, taking less time for it, and taking less people to do about it. And that's a very good patience. What can we eat in vegetable? So ladies and gentlemen, comes to the next thing that we're going to have today is what kind of vegetable that you wanted to plant with. Now I do some small research or small reading in terms of what is, the favorite vegetable that people would really love in the entire world. One is the Popeye vegetable, the spinach. And it really, really makes me feel like, yeah, from a small scale vegetable in pipe, we could build a factory of salad in pipe. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, the things that you only need here today is, like I said just now, the pipe, the knowledge, and the vegetable. So this thing actually grow as exactly as a usual soil vegetable. It takes 30 days to grow. It takes some fertilizer. It needs water, and it's exactly the same. It's just the principle here, the soil is being brought out. So if you guys find pipe in your supermarket, do buy, make a hole with it, and plant your seed today. Because in 30 days, you will be enough with food.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I know that it is good to planting vegetables ourselves because it is more secure and healthier. But I already experienced it myself. I tried to plant veggie on soil before by myself, and I don't know what's wrong because it didn't grow as I expected. So as you said before, there are 3 things we need to planting trees. I think there are 4, and the 4th one is gift. We need to be gifted to planting trees, I think.
Thank you for our audience, or my fellow investors in the future, sharing. So now, they bring up another equations in the hydroponic or agriculture per se. Now, that's nothing wrong with it. It's a gifted person. I will understand that. I am someone who learned these courses around, a 1-year thing. And it is just happens to be like, this is the only tool out of million that actually exist. And that is kind of examples to say of like, we are not all gifted. And this thing, the red spinach that I have, is not even equivalent with the guys or with the images that you see in the Googles. It's not. It's still small and it's, still waiting for the time to be harvested. And due to that, ladies and gentlemen, how can we be gifted? One thing that I learned in Toastmasters, one thing that I learned in urban farming. Keep practicing. And that comes with the determination, with all the wrong things. Just fail. It's okay. This is my 30th seed.
What, 30th seed? Huh? Scary.
My apologies to our fellow investors. Nadia, would you like to unmute yourself so that our audience can still continue?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Right. Now, that's a lovely fellow investors. That is going to be my one of marketers in the futures. So ladies and gentlemen, keep ourselves busy with those things that we call knowledge. Gain knowledge about it. That's why I can say to you all, just fail. If it is fail, take note about it and write about it. Write about the failures. This is not the first seed that I'm going to plant. No, this is the 30th. The 30th, guys. And I keep on, noting out what is last, what is more, what is can be done, what is not being done. I am not gifted. Honestly speaking, I am not gifted. But nonetheless, with those kind of things, it makes us ensure and sustain the supply of food that we have in our home exist. And that's all. Because if you are someone who living single, apologies to the married person, because you guys have a lot of, I would say, a fancy food. Because do you guys always want to eat instant noodle? Do you guys always want to eat a hot bakso in a rainy season? You want to eat something with that. And here I am putting out my idea to my fellow investors to plant your seed in pipe. Now, this is only 2. Requires only 3 things to be done. for the next time, when I come back, I will show you the result of planting 100 seeds in one pipe. And with that, we all can eat together. From Malaysia to Indonesia, the salad in pipe. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Okay, let's guys give big applause to our prepared speaker Toastmaster Qaiyum. Because the topic is still really correlates to our today's. He is living proof of how we can do tangible act to add something green in our life. And it's a lot of seeds that he tries to plant there. And as well, I agree with the message as well that, and I personally think that we are in nature supposed to consume more vegetables than we are to consume meats and stuff. So I think that we need to consider a more greenish lifestyle, I think. Anyway, thank you, Toastmaster Qaiyum, for your speech today. And let's move to another prepared speaker, Toastmaster Nanda. Toastmaster Nanda will be evaluated by Toastmaster Hanif. So for Hanif,
am I audible?
Could you please explain Toastmaster Nanda project today? Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Am I visible? So, ladies and gentlemen, today we will witness. Yeah, we are. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will witness our stars for today, which is Toastmaster Nanda. So she will deliver the level 3.2, inspire your audience. So the purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The purpose of the speech is for the member to inspire the audience. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please help me welcome Toastmaster Nanda. Hush, go away my gloomy day. Hush, go away my gloomy day. Toastmaster Nanda.
Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. So, good evening, fellow Toastmaster and all audience. Am I audible, right?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so thank you. How are you today, guys? I hope you are in a best mood, in a good mood, and you will enjoy the meeting. So, have you ever felt lack of motivation? Please let me know if you ever felt lack of motivation. Can you raise your hand? Wow, a lot. Okay, thank you. Actually, this is really support for me because, yes, I did. Actually, sometimes I still feel it. Some close friends said I am a brightful person and have a big ambition to achieve a big goals. But I had a time when I couldn't do anything for a month. Wow. What I did was just laying on my bed and seeing the ceiling and did nothing. I felt like an empty cell, living as a human but without a soul. You know, guys, as an adult, we are taught to have responsibility to ourselves. But I know what I did doesn't mean a responsibility, right? I realized I needed to work to earn money, but in that mood, I could only finish 1 till 2 tasks per day. Was it enough? Of course not. Because of that, I had a month of homework. Wow. So I know something's going on. I shared this with my friend and I made them worried. almost every day, my closest friends text me like, Nanda, how are you? Are you okay? How is your feeling? How about your work? Can you finish your work? How about situation at your office? Do you craving for food? Do you want to go somewhere? Blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But it didn't help. Actually, it helped, but just a bit. I was still have no motivation. I was still laying on my bed and seeing the ceiling. So I asked my counselor, what happened to me? Why? And he said, maybe I was exhausted or not satisfied of my life. When I heard that, I said, yes, that's true. That's true. I used to always compare myself to others. Not bad intention for others, but bad intention of me. She's younger than me, but why she's more success than me? He wasn't good at school, but why he got a better job than me? And so on. I know I never walked in their path, so why we have the same destiny? But still, when I thought I dedicate all of my life, all of my time to study, but why I just like this? Oh no. I always thought this life is like a jungle when everyone runs, so I couldn't just walk. If I just walk, people will leave me behind, and I don't want that. I was so stressful and not have a mood, and then I asked my counselor again, why does this happen to me? And my counselor answered with one question. Nanda, you always admire your friend who can do drawing, and then you asking yourself, why you don't have that talent? Is it true? And I said, yes, that's true. So, Nanda, have you ever asked your friend to write like you always do? Actually, I think she's not interested to write. I don't know, but she always said that she's not good in writing. And when I show to her my short fiction story, she gave me a compliment. She said it was good, but I think it doesn't mean she cannot do, just she's not interested. I don't know. I said that to my counselor. And then my counselor drawing something for me. I'll show to you. Wait. Okay, so can you see it? So he drew this. Nanda, do you know, as a human, we are not just good or bad, but we have a lot of spectrum. It can be lazy and diligent, good or not, care or not, and blah, and blah, and blah. There's a lot that define we are human. And like you always say, Nanda, you never walk in their path. So imagine this is you, and this is your friends. You said you are good on writing, and you said your friend good on drawing. So that's why you cannot draw. But I believe you have something in common in this. That's why you can be friends. What is it, Nanda? I'm trying to figure it out. We like watching movie and commentar about this movie. Okay, what else? We always care each other. When she got sick, I always try to comfort her, and also vice versa. Okay, what else? I think we have some interest. That's why we can be friends. This. So Nanda, there are more than 7 billion people in this world. That's why you might have some skills that people don't, and vice versa. So don't underestimate yourself. So I said to him like, I know, but how to accept this? I'm still not satisfied with my life. And then my counselor gave me a homework. He asked me to make a list about my strength. The first time I rejected because I don't want to sound narcissistic, like, I have a strength, are you sure? I think no. And my counselor said, okay, I just want to know the version of Nanda if she is being narcissistic. Just write it down and let's see together. Although it's hard to share, but I still will share with you what the strengths that I thought I have. So this is after a week thinking and having conversation with myself, I find these 10 points. The first one, I know I never give up. Whenever I find an obstacle, or even like this, when I was in a bad mood, I'm trying to find a solution. Second, I love to learn. Like, I don't know why, but yeah, figuring out something new and explore something new, this is make me feel excited. The third one, this is like an Indonesian type. I always accept the world's destiny as the best things that was given by God. Fourth, people say I'm cheerful, although I say that I'm shy for new people, but still I know that I have a positive energy. The fifth one, I'm pretty sure that I love listening people's story. I like if people needs my help. And yeah, there are some other points, but my counselor underlined for the point 8, 9, and 10. He said, although I have some positive and saying difficult to find my good point of my life, he always thought that I put a bad word after a good word after a bad word, and vice versa. I cannot claim myself as a good one. This is the problem that I have, and I'm still trying to fix it until now. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and all audience in here, what I want to say in this speech is, that's very okay if you have a bad mood, if you are in not a good condition, or if you not satisfied with your life. Perhaps it can give you motivation to be a better version of yourself. And I also want to say it's very okay if you still compare yourself with others. Although it's not a good thing, but if you cannot stop like me, or suddenly stop and suddenly be a best person, that's very okay. But if you cannot handle it anymore, if you feel what I felt, like feeling down and don't know how to fix it, that's very okay also to find a professional help and seeking the best way for fixing this habit. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, that's up to you. And I hope this give a good insight for you. And back to TDM. Back to Tom, sorry, why? Thank you, sorry.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Nanda. Everyone, please give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Nanda as well, because yeah, she just delivered an insightful message for us all to basically accept ourselves, to acknowledge our own strengths, and yeah, sometimes it's okay just to compare, but then again, we need to realize that we do have strengths on our own. And yeah, just accept ourselves, it satisfied, and yeah, happier as a person as well. But anyway, thank you for Toastmaster Nanda. And next we will have another sessions.
Timer and
topic sessions.
Sorry.
But before then, we will have a voting session, and our ballot counter will launch a poll. So, Toastmaster Nanda,
before that, we should have the timer. The timer's report, please.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we need we need our timer to report the eligibility of the speakers with the or not. So both of them are eligible to be voted?
No.
Are they?
Just only Toastmaster.
Yes.
Because
I'm not eligible.
Only okay, so only Toastmaster Qaiyum. Okay. But don't get discouraged, Toastmaster Nanda. You're still, you're a great, we know it, we know you are a great speaker. So we have a winner already for the prepared speaker sessions, which is Toastmaster Qaiyum. Congratulations, and we will announce it officially later on. And we will have a photo sessions first before we jump to the next sessions. So the one who will in charge of the photo sessions will take the photo, a group photo of all of us. Toastmaster Hansel, do you in charge of the photo sessions?
Okay, so everyone turn on your camera. Let's see your smiling. Wait. Okay, we will have 2 poses. I think that's enough, right? Okay, the first one. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now for the second one, let's on my count. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. And back to you, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Hansel, for leading the photo sessions. And now we will go to the next sessions, table topic sessions. And I encourage the guests especially to participate in the sessions so you can enhance your communication skill in English, and just don't be afraid to speak, to participate. And for the table topic master, Toastmaster Ikhwan, are you ready to lead the session?
Yes, I'm ready.
Is he here? Okay.
All right, everyone. Sorry for making this is not a very, I cannot use my usual potential in this kind of fixation, so I'm kind of bit this very crude one. So I like to, so we're talking about trees, a big trunk with branches and leaves that with its root down into the earth and give people a lot of benefit, but still people hate it because for the sake of development. But people, we have a lot of things to say regarding trees. We have a lot of things that correlated with trees, like family trees or other kind of things. So I'd like you to talk about it one by one. But first, who wants to go up for volunteer first? I like to suggest from guests first. Is there anybody who wants to be volunteer? Okay, let me see. Check the chat first. Who wants to be?
One for the guests.
Okay, so then let me choose. I pick them first. Then. So the vegetable man, Qaiyum. Qaiyum, are you ready? Oh, so who's this? So is that for the table topic session?
Can I try?
Oh, go ahead. What's your name?
Oh, it's
me.
Melisa.
Oh, Melisa. Okay. Let's go ahead. Roll the slide. Hansel. So, Melisa, you're chopping down forests. You took using chainsaw and everything, axe, everything. You chop all the trees down, and you took a break. And when you saw at your back, the Groot and the kid and his kinsmen were standing behind you. They look very angry. What would you say to calm Groot and his kinsmen? Your time is 1 to 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters Melisa.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Mr. Singh, for the challenging question. So the question is, I was chopping down a tree and then Groot and the kinsmen were behind me suddenly and they looked very angry. And I am stuck. I cannot go anywhere. They were trapping me. And what would I say to calm them down? Maybe I would say that this tree that I'm chopping right now will grow to be a very villain, very bad tree. He will be a villain to their generation. This tree will poison the earth below them, and they will make all the descendants of Groot and also his friends get sick and also die. And I will call them down saying, I am saving you from the future disaster that you will be having. And so please calm down. I am not doing any harm. And I will just slowly back down and then run away. I think that's all from me. Thank you for this challenging question. I am not expecting this at all.
Okay. So imagine if someone is cutting your human friends, for example, like lions eating your friends, and the lion said to you, calm down, I'm eating this guy because he's a bad guy. That makes sense enough. Because we like human have been doing it since like Rome, for gladiators, right? Now, roll up. Next, Toastmasters Wira.
Hello.
Finally, I got to see you again.
Nice to see you too as well, Mr. Singh.
Okay, roll up next slide, Hansel. So, Wira, this is kind of, we're taking some things back from the terror of Lord of the Rings. So you were a director of crude, like some like palm oil company, who chop a big portion of forest. You find yourself and your staff in the middle of the woods. You saw ants were marching towards you to avenge trees that you cut off. They're hunting you. They know your name, but they don't know your face. Suddenly, your staff called your name. Wira! So what would you do? Because ants know your name now and know your face too.
What would I do if a sentient tree are gunning for me? Let's just say I need to learn a lot about sneaking. What do I mean by that? Is walking very slowly or using my environment as my place of hiding. Like, for example, have you ever seen Rambo? Okay, for some of you don't.
I haven't seen Rambo, but have you seen Lord of the Rings?
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, if I have to be honest.
They destroyed Isengard, man.
I don't see a scene of Lord of the Rings, so I don't really know about that. So yeah, but if I have to be honest, yeah, speaking of Rambo, the scene was like Rambo was hiding from a soldier, and he uses the environment as his place of hiding. What do I mean by that? He covered himself in mud and he hid in a wood somewhere. So when somebody's looking for him, and all of a sudden he's at the Rambo was he's in the soldier's back and just stab him in the chest, stab the soldier in the chest. So yeah, that's what I meant. But I'm not using it to kill the sentient trees that are not rooted from the ground. What I'm gonna do is just hide first, make sure I found the person who calls my name, and just don't call my name. They know us and we have to run. So yeah, we should make sure that me and my team were covert as possible, or at least clandestinely get out of the woods and run for our lives. That's all from me. Back to you, Mr. Singh.
Okay, but there is a question, big question. How you gonna hide like Rambo in the field while you already cut down all the trees? Here's that point.
That's a good question. Probably just cover myself in mud, like cover myself dirty, and then just doing a little crawling, or just the soldier walk. I don't know, soldier crawl. When they want to get up the obstacles.
That's a good imagination, but you should check your perimeter first, because when the muds and there is a fight, then you chop the trees, you will be exposed.
Yeah,
fair
enough.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay, thank you, Wira, and we go to next topics. What's the next one? Let's see. We have Pricillia. Hello, Pricillia.
Hello, good evening.
Evening. Are you Toastmaster or guest?
Guest.
Oh.
I haven't changed.
Oh.
The name, yeah. Let me rename myself.
Okay, you came last meeting. Did you came?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the connection is really bad here. I don't know if suddenly I will be kicked out.
Okay, it sounds so far it's fine. Come on. Roll up. Okay. You met a mage in the forest of forbidden fruits. Which fruit would you choose, and why you choose that fruit?
Well, what options do I have?
Fruits you can make up, forbidden fruits, fruits of knowledge, fruits of living for eternal life, fruits of like being rich man or everything, lust, pride, wrath, everything.
Because what I know is forbidden fruit from Snow White that given by the witch. No, not the witch, from the queen.
Yeah, up to you.
Okay, it's
apple.
I think I need a little bit imagination here.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you a degree of freedom for here.
Well, maybe fruit for being young again.
That's up to you. Now you can choose it. Whatever.
Well, I think I will choose fruit of being young one more time in my life.
Okay, now go ahead. Talk about it. You have time, 1 to 2 minutes.
All right. Well, for now I'm in my 30s, and I often reflect about myself, about my life, and I feel that I regret it. Why I didn't do like that? why I have just realized now. Sometimes when I see young people right now, young generation right now, they have better options to do what they want to do. Sometimes I feel jealous, actually. I really feel jealous of them, but I know I cannot ask Doraemon to turn back the time. So I just do what I can, even though I'm not really young anymore. But if I can choose, I will really want to be, I really want to come back again when I was 20s, because I feel like I have more opportunities rather than now. Because in my 30s, I have to start thinking other things. For example, about my marriage, which is which is make my head dizzy, because I still want to do other things, but I have later I will have a lot of duties as a wife. I really hope that my husband in future is not really like Hitler. I think that's all. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Huh?
No problem. I'm just okay. Okay, yeah. Fruit of being young again. Yeah, that's good one. Can be mixed with eternal life. That's what people do, right? Live young forever, but that's not gonna happen because it's forbidden for us.
Wira, Mr. Wira gives comment in here. Actually, I wear makeup, Wira.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Pricillia. No, guest, soon to be Toastmaster Pricillia. I hope you join us soon, so we can hear a lot of things from you. Perhaps like you have like quarter life syndrome. I think that way too fast quarter life syndrome, but it's being age like I don't know, say being age has its own perks. Like you can be more wise, you can be more mature. You can ask a lot of things from distinguished Toastmaster Harlina here. She's very experienced, and you can have a lot of wisdom from her. She's here. You can ask her directly later. Right, distinguished Toastmaster Harlina? Okay, now roll up. Thank you. Let's roll up to the next table topics. Who's next is Toastmasters. Toastmaster Nova.
Hello.
Hello, Toastmaster. Are you a guest or Toastmaster?
Yes, I'm a guest.
Oh, soon to be Toastmaster Nova. Yes. Okay. I like to ask to a lot of people regarding this theme for tonight, regarding about the tree. People have a lot of first time experience. They have first love, first kiss, first heartbreak. So, what is your first tree, and when is that? I mean, when your first tree is like the first tree you plant by yourself, and you take care of the tree until it grows and grow flowers or grow some fruits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I will try to answer. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have time 1 to 2 minutes. I'll give the floor to you. Ladies and gentlemen, to the Toastmaster Nova.
Okay, my first tree. Well, it is not actually a tree. When I was in elementary school, I tried to plant rose, and because in my front yard at that time there were many roses, so I tried to plant other color. I mean, I chose the other color. It was a yellow rose, and well, it took a while for the rose to grow, and it was not easy to take care of it, and plus the thorns, and I didn't really know how to take care of it. So yeah, but I learned from my experience that I had to learn to be patient in everything that I did. Yeah, especially in when I want to plant something. There's no guarantee that it will turn out to be what I expect it to be, but yeah, if as long as I spare some time to take care of it, yeah, hopefully it will grow, and hopefully it will not die. That's my expectation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Contributor Smash Nova. Well, rose is kind of interesting, right? It has fun. I remember I have a lot of tree. I plant corn and chilies, and when I'm still a kid, and then when I'm high school, I try to rise a flower of my own. It was kuning. It has a lot of thorns, but that's not that beauty. But it has there's beauty when it survives on the harsh condition. It has a dried land, and then it still grows and blooms beautiful flowers. That's what I like from flowers. And roses is the most, when people said, is the most beautiful flowers. People can have their own roses or have flowers of their favorite, their favorite tree, favorite roses, favorite flowers, and still it's all their choice. And then there's beauty in it. There's beauty in their life that they chose by themselves. Now let's roll up to the next several topics.
Me.
Okay.
I want to try.
Who's next is like on the line is Gabrielle. Right?
Daniel. Hanif.
Gabrielle or Daniel? Which one?
All right.
Gabrielle, right? No, Hanif. There is a waiting line out there.
Okay. It's already listed. Okay.
Yeah, it's already listed. So we have to appreciate people who have been listed here. So it's gonna be Gabrielle. Gabrielle, are you there? Gabrielle?
No, she is not here. So either you move on to the next one or you take Hanif for a chance.
Yeah. So how's it? Let's put Hanif at the number 7 then. Later, or if it's not, if like just picking Hanif is not fair for the others. So let's go to Sandy. Sandy, is Sandy here?
I think he's not here. Like he's connected or something. Yeah, you can skip.
But Gabrielle come back.
Yeah, Gabrielle come back. So
Gabrielle came back. Okay. Gabrielle, are you there?
Yeah, hello, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna be the next double topic speaker. So, do you know Harry Potter's, right? So instead of talking about real tree, we're gonna talk about family tree. So in Harry Potter's lore, who are you in Black family? The Black, Lestrange, or the Weasleys? There are others families like porters, longbottoms, crabs, crouches, tongs, malfoys, yaxley, privets, and birds. So which one are you?
How about if we don't know about we don't really know about the Harry Potter family?
Oh, you can talk about family tree others. You can choose how about what your family's family tree condition, who's your grandfather, right? That's fine.
Mm.
Okay, do you have in mind, right?
Wait. Yes. I'm kind of confused because I don't know which family I choose.
No, if you don't know Harry Potter, it's fine. Just talk about family tree or whatever you want to say. That's fine. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you have 1 to 2 minutes. The start starts now.
Okay, so if I choose which family I choose to live with in all the universe, maybe I will choose to live born as a family from a royal family, because I will be a princess, a young princess, and it will be a very peaceful kingdom, and I will have a nice brother and he will be the crown prince, and I will also have a nice older sister, and she and I will also looking for Prince Charming, and maybe we will marry to another kingdom. That's what I'm looking for. And I think I will study about how to be a queen in another kingdom. I will wake up in the morning and I study ethics, and I study how to dance, and I study about the politics, and I also study about how to wield sword, or I also study how to ride a horse. I think I will study those things. And my parents also love me so much that they will make me they will give me freedom to choose who's my Prince Charming. And I will also have a neighbor prince who come to our kingdom, and he will be my childhood sweetheart. And that's the kind of family that I imagine myself become for. Thank you. Thank you.
By the way, you're telling story, I can imagine that you watched Barbie and Sundays. So, yeah, fairy tales is very beautiful. We have some. I sometimes imagine myself as Joko Tingkir.
So your family without intrigues.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen for the real world and also Game of Thrones, right? You know Game of Thrones?
Yeah, but I don't really watch. Sorry.
Yeah, that is true royal over there. Okay, Hanso. Thank you, Gabrielle, soon to be Toastmaster Gabrielle. So we are up for one more, right? Okay. Next table topic speaker is. We have two more. So somebody's going to isekai. Okay, I get it. Somebody's talking about Dom Toretto. Okay. Okay, let's go for Sandy. Sandy, is he are you here?
He's not here.
Nadia?
Disconnected, I guess.
Nadia?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Nadia, are you Toastmaster or guest?
I'm a guest.
So, soon to be Toastmaster Nadia. Okay, hands roll up.
So I was trapped in the middle of the forest fire, and I got
and you got burn wounds and saved by our team. You saw the terrible scene, you survived, and after that, what would you do?
Wow, such a tough situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time, 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'll give the floor to you.
If I survive in that situation, I might want to help other people to survive as well, but it depends on my situations. If I got burn wounds, very terrible, then I just wait for the ambulance to treat me, to give the medications and all. But if I have capability to help others, then I will help others. I will help others with my effort, like based on my capabilities, what I can do to make them, to save their life as well. Yeah, I think that's all. I couldn't hear you. Wait.
Sorry.
Hello?
My bad. Okay, it's been a long time since I've been topic master. You have time to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. But you have to talk 1 minute to be qualified for table topics, best table topic speaker.
Sorry, I couldn't hear your voice.
You still can hear my voice still?
Okay, I just removed my earphones. Sorry again?
Okay, okay. No problem. Are you done with your speech?
Yeah, I'm done with my speech.
Okay, now, let's wrap it up. So yeah, people like to have it, but yeah, after that burn, after that fires, have you ever been in that situation?
Sorry?
Yeah. I don't think ambulance is available in the middle of the forest. That's why you've been saved by SAR with your helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
That's in that kind of things. If you ever seen forest fire, it's like almost you are being like powerless.
Yeah, exactly.
You survive that itself is already a miracle. Okay.
Well, if I have afford, still like have capability to help others, then I would love to. To help other people's life, yeah, to save their life as well.
Yeah, nice. That's a good one. Okay, let's move to next table topic speaker, Hanif.
I think we can stop because we are already far
Okay.
above the limit. Yeah, please.
Okay, back. Okay, let's move on to next session. I'll control back to the masters of the meeting.
Okay, because of the time limit, we have to stop the table topic sessions. I know it's fun though, everyone want to participate. Okay, we have the timer report about the sessions, the previous sessions, table topic sessions. Are all the speakers eligible to be voted?
Hello, Toastmaster Redika. Only one guest, Nadia, is not eligible. It's uneligible to be voted because under 1 minute speeches. So one and
less than a minute.
This one. So only five speakers. Melisa until Gabrielle.
Speakers. Okay, so 5 speakers are eligible to be voted, but don't get discouraged by for Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Nadia. At least you, for those who are eligible to be voted, please, all of you guys can vote your favorite table topic speakers today. The Toastmaster, the link poll, so you guys can vote. please cast your vote with your favorite double topic speakers of today. And because we already have the second sessions done, we will jump to another sessions. But beforehand, I would love to again remind you to vote your favorite double topic speakers, and we will have an evaluation session next. They will be conducted by DTM Harlina. For Toastmaster, for DTM Harlina, could you please lead the sessions, the last sessions of today's meeting?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the meeting. And so I will be leading the last session, which is the evaluation session as the general evaluator. And I would like to ask all my members to give their reports one by one. And first is the individual evaluator of Toastmaster Qaiyum. But this is a bit special because this individual evaluator, Toastmaster Sartika, will also be evaluated. So her evaluation will be evaluated by Toastmaster Heggi. Yeah. So let's hear first the evaluation of Toastmaster Sartika, who will evaluate Toastmaster Qaiyum. Toastmaster Sartika, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Madam GE. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, okay, thank you. So the key message that I got from Toastmaster Qaiyum: everyone can become an urban farmer. So I believe I can be the one as well. So first of all, I would like to say congratulations to Toastmaster Qaiyum for accomplishing your project, and you're really doing a great job. You successfully managed the difficult audience that we have tonight, which is, I would say, it's really relevant for most of us in the in this meeting. I mean, in this session, because nowadays we are actually spend most of our time on the screen for the Zoom meeting, for example, and I believe we experience on that some interruption from people from audience that unexpectedly. So the three things that I really like from Toastmaster Qaiyum for tonight's speech is, the first one is he delivered the well-constructed content because he delivered it attractively. I mean, not everyone would getting interested with something like hydroponic or agriculture topics, but the way he delivered it tonight is really attractive. So I just actually he likes doing a pitching session for his hydroponic business. So he delivered from the introduction, the way he make us wondering where actually the sources of our vegetable, whether it's healthier or not, and then he gave us the alternative for that, and then the things we need to do, the type of vegetable that we can plant on the pipe, and also if we fail to do that, and then we don't give up, but we'll try again. So it's really nice. And the second point is the way he managed respond the audience, the interruption or distraction. He did it politely, in a friendly way, and a professionally, and he even didn't feel threatened with all this with a distraction, but instead he incorporated easily to his speech. And the last one is the way he managed the situation. He can get back to his speech easily after the instruction. But and then it's come to the next point is the room for improvement. I would say the things that need to be improved. The first one in the gesture. I just recall actually when he mentioned like the only things, but his fingers shows like two. If he would like to put like the only three things, and then it should be aligned with the gesture and what he said. And also the next one is the variety of tones. Maybe if we can improve his tone, maybe low and then higher tones, it would be, I would say, if he can incorporate this improvement, I believe he will easily catch the investor trust to invest in his hydroponic business. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sartika. And now we move to the second individual evaluator who will evaluate the speaker, Toastmaster Nanda. Please welcome Toastmaster Hanif.
Ladies and gentlemen, to inspire your audience, you need to become a stars that shine like a bright diamond. Tonight, in a gloomy and cloudy day, I can see a stars bathed in a gentle light that make us comfortable. Toastmaster Nanda, thank you very much for your inspiration. That story relates tremendously with our own story. So ladies and gentlemen, the light is coming with different seam of light. In one side, the light is really beautiful, but on the other side, the light seems dim. I think Toastmaster Nanda, what I can see from your wonderful story is that you are willing to tell your personal story. Giving personal story means that you can grab a lot of attention from your audience. Your story reflects almost everyone in their life. Just stay in bed in a long time and look into the ceiling. By telling the story, you already attracted your audience attention. Not only that, I can see crystal clear that you highly skilled on how to dramatize the story with your vocal variety and gesture. For me, as your audience, listening to your story with a right pauses and pitches make it easy to digest. Your story feels like a cheesecake instead of biscuit. That story is amazing. However, I still can see a dim light that needs to be improved. When you are telling your story, I wonder how I can pump myself with motivation and start my day with a bright light when I feel demotivated. But I cannot say it. Your story is not baked with well-structured speech. The light feels scattered. So we as an audience feels lost in your overall speeches. To make your dim light stronger, I suggest you the 1-3-1 technique in your speech. One main idea, 3 points to make that idea stronger, and close it with one conclusion. With that, I believe that your story will be more interesting to your audience. All in all, Toastmaster Nanda, today your light is amazing, but I will be interested to see your wonderful light the next speech. I'm Hanif. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, second individual evaluator. And now, is the third individual evaluator ready? Yes, okay. So to evaluate the first evaluator, Sartika, please welcome Toastmaster Heggi Ramatya.
Right, thank you, General Provider Toastmaster Harlina. So, Toastmaster Sartika, first of all, congratulations for finishing this speech. This will be the third speech of your second project. Yeah, so with that, you can continue to the next project. I have several feedback regarding your speech. First is the good thing is that you managed to create a good structure in your speech. As an evaluator, it is slightly different from when we are doing a normal speech. Usually we do, the most common term that we use for evaluator is the hamburger evaluation. We do the good thing first, and then continue with what can be improved, and close with the another good thing or conclusion or suggestions. In your speech, we can see that you start with the first part is the good parts, which is the content and the how Toastmaster Qaiyum managed to handle the difficult audience. And then you continue with the improvement that you suggest, such as the hand gestures. However, the closing is still slightly weak. The opening and the body, the first two part of the hamburger is already good. The closing is a bit weak. I think you can improve by putting a more or giving a more practical suggestions on how Toastmaster Qaiyum can improve on the two things that you already mentioned on the improvement points. And another feedback that I would like to give, something that you can improve, is the focus on your evaluation is slightly off. I know it is quite tricky because the speech itself is not the usual speech. So I actually checked the note for evaluator for Toastmaster Qaiyum's evaluations. It is not necessary for his evaluators to evaluate the content of the speech. So your evaluation should focus more on how he handle difficult audience. You did mention two good things about that, but I think it's still quite general, and it's only on the positive side. On the things that improve, you don't mention anything about that. Once again, I understand that this is quite tricky because you might be probably you're still in level 1 and you're suddenly evaluating level 4 projects, and it's not a usual projects. But I think it will be great if you can read again the evaluator's note and ensure that all your notes or your evaluations match the points. So that's all from me for the challenge next time. I hope that you can focus more on the evaluator notes because sometimes some project is quite tricky to be evaluated. Thank you, and back to GE.
Thank you very much, Third Evaluator, Toastmaster Heggi. And now I would like to ask the timer for the times report, Toastmaster Yoda.
Okay, Toastmaster Harlina. Or evaluator, sorry, all of evaluator eligible to be voted. For Toastmaster Sartika, actually 3 and 13, but we have a tolerance until 3:30. Yeah, thank you.
Applause for the 3 individual evaluators. So are we launching the polls now? Bell counter?
Yes, the link on the chat box. So please, guys, vote your most favorite evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you. Vote for your favorite individual evaluator. And now I would like, while you're voting, I would like to ask the Grammarian to come forward. Please give your report, Toastmaster Melanie.
There. So happy morning once again. Here, can the host allow me to share my screen? Thank you. Cannot yet. So anyway, congratulations to everyone for those who actually participated, especially in our table topic session. One tip, especially when it comes to speaking the language, I know that we are not native English speakers, and this is also one of the faults that one of my mistakes in the past. It's thinking it first in my mother tongue, then translate it in English, which is one of my English teachers told me, don't do that, or else you will get lost when you are trying to explain something. And sometimes direct translation is usually wrong. Anyway, so let's proceed first with this one. We proceed with the pronunciation. So I would like you to unmute your microphone and help me to pronounce this word. Okay, let's have this. Can you please pronounce this word?
Accept.
Okay, accept. Okay. So there's a T at the end. So please try to enunciate the T at the end. So accept. We also have this one.
Because.
Okay, I only heard one. So I only have one participant here. Unmute your microphone. It's okay.
Because.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I shared it with the other club last time because I heard the speaker said it because. I reasoned out, I think, because it's because of how you say South something. South, right? It's AU, you sound. But here it's because. And this one, how do you pronounce this?
Vegetables.
There's no S. There's no S. Okay, very good. Vegetable, yeah.
Plural.
Okay. It's okay. But yes, it's vegetable. Not veggie, but it's veg. We don't say veggie. We don't cut the syllables there. So it's only vegetable. Yeah. So we have here the germs in our speeches today. I am someone who are going to plan something. I forgot the next because I already heard something there. So the R or the linking verb R in that clause refers to someone. So it should be a singular form. So who I am someone who is going to say something or speech about something. Next is, someone said this, do you in charge of the photo session? So we have do you versus this word. So do you, it should be, are you in charge of the photo session? Do you mean, it refers to what you are gonna do. In charge there is a noun. It's not a verb. So are you in charge of the photo session? Okay. Now let us be careful also on how we use the different types of past tense. But knowing that your speech happened in the past and you use the past tense is already okay. 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 But we have different kinds of tenses, especially the past tense. We have the simple past tense, past perfect tense, past continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense. And as a speaker, you don't have to know them, but you should know how to use them. I heard this earlier. In early 2021, I was joining some event or some program. Let's say it's Toastmasters. Sorry, I cannot just really hear all the words. Let's say it's Toastmasters, that speaker said. I was joining. You only use past continuous tense when it is being interrupted. So, for example, in early 2021, I was joining Toastmasters when Toastmaster Melisa called me, for example. Okay? Or you can just use the simple past tense. In early 2021, I joined Toastmasters. And here are the gems of the speeches today. Salad in a pipe, right? Sorry, I love salad. So the title itself makes me feel really, I'm hungry now. Anyway, I thought Toastmaster Qaiyum will give us salad earlier. Anyway, in my 20s, there were more opportunities rather than now from Pricillia and from Toastmaster Hanif. To inspire your audience, you must shine bright like diamonds. So that ends the Grammarian's report. Back to our GE, Toastmaster Harlina.
Thank you very much, Grammarian. And now I would like to ask and Word of the Day counter to give a report. Welcome.
Thank you, GE. So I enjoy this meeting, and then I also try to take note for the crutch words. So I just report about the words that you said and then also the total. So Toastmaster Redika, anyway, we know and then total 2. Jairin is only 1, actually, this one. Nanda, this is special because you say I know if you but there is also part of your speech. I mean, part of your story in that speech. You said yes, So I think it's better if you reduce those things because it also takes your time because it's not when you say it, but it's already planned. It's just like planning to have this yes in your speech. So I think it's better if we can remove it so you also can have time to express more of your speech. Melisa and Pricillia, Nova, Nadia, Tika, Heggi, Yoda, Toastmaster Yoda, and also big shout out to Toastmasters to say the word of the day. This is based. I'm sorry if I didn't get you beside these 2 names, Toastmaster Nanda and Toastmaster Wira.
I think I got one.
Oh yeah, sorry. yeah, sorry. Yeah. So our TTM also say it. Okay, back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Mala, as a member of the counter. And now it's my turn to give report. We started, I think, on time, if I'm not mistaken. And well, there is a chance that we may be a little bit over time, not too much. And I love the theme of the meeting, and also the Toastmaster of the meeting, who is very enthusiastic about the meeting. That is really great, and a little bit too enthusiastic, I think, because I think you did talk a lot about the trees. I'm not sure, yeah, more than 5 minutes, so maybe you can, you can still hear me, yeah? And so maybe you can shorten it a little bit, the introduction, even though it is very interesting. It is an interesting introduction. I like it how in the beginning of this meeting, the Toastmasters was explained very well. I should learn from you so that the guests understand what kind of club we are actually in. And table topics was, according to the theme of the meeting, a bit, well, it has trees in it, but from a different perspective. I love it a lot because, well, it tickles my imagination. I would suggest, though, that not everybody is familiar with some of the contemporary cultural references. So I noticed, for example, with growth, you showed growth, which is great. And I would say, imagine if you see that guy on the picture threatening you, what would you do? So people who know growth, they can answer, but people who do not really know growth, they can also answer. So that would be one of my suggestions. And it was very imaginative table topics. I would also suggest that, because the question is already a bit challenging, but very interesting, the speaker already has opportunity to speak, and after that you can give comments, but I wouldn't give them another opportunity to speak after that. So
okay, yeah,
yeah, that would be for after the meeting. After the meeting, we can discuss about it.
Yeah,
it was yes, it was very nice, and I would like to thank all my evaluation team for their insightful feedback, and therefore I would say I'm very happy to be here. I would say you have to be a bit careful who is in the meeting. I noticed there is Toastmaster Divina. I know she's not from your area, but we can greet her in the beginning. But further than that, one of the reasons why I always come back to Jakarta Motivators is that the themes are interesting. We can learn a lot from all of us, and we can grow together. Thank you very much. And back to the Toastmaster of the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster DTM Harlina and all the role takers reports today. I guess we all learned a lot from the reports, especially, and personally, yeah, I learned my mistakes as well and didn't realize that I made a mistake. Well, that's why we learn in Toastmasters, right? The point is just don't be afraid to speak. That's the point. And since we already end the last sessions, the awarding sessions, it will be led by ballot counter. So for the ballot counter, you can lead the sessions to announce today's winner, the prepared speaker winner, the topic as well, the evaluator, the best evaluator of today's meeting with session.
Okay, so thank you, Tom, Madam Tom, for tonight. So who will be the most favorite speaker for each session? Let's see together. Okay, so for awarding session in this meeting, 1 million trees. For prepare speech, the winner is Toastmaster Qaiyum, congratulations, Toastmaster Qaiyum. And for most favorite table topic speaker goes to we have two winners, Toastmaster Wira and soon to be Toastmaster Gabrielle. Congrats for all of you. And for most favorite evaluator goes to congratulations for Toastmaster Hanif. So they are the winners for tonight. Congratulations for all winners and for all who not win for tonight. That's very okay. We still have another chance for the next meeting. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you, Ballot Cantor, for leading the sessions. And now I would love to remind all the guests and all the participants here to please come again to our next meeting and to improve your public speaking skills. And with it, I would love to end the sessions and give the control back to our president, Toastmaster Hansel.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Redika, for leading this whole meeting session. Sorry. Thank you very much also to all the role takers and all speakers who have participated. You've done great. And now, because I have seen some of the guests, let's hear some words from our guest. You can introduce yourself and give 1 or 2 sentences about your first impression and what do you expect for next. Anyone? Perhaps the first timer like Gabrielle or Meta, you wanna give some comments and introduce yourself. Gabrielle.
Hello. Yes. Hello, I'm Gabrielle, and this is my first time joining Toastmaster because it's been a long time for me to have a like English club where I can speak English. And a few days ago when I was interviewed in English, I feel it feels so hard for me to speak English because it's been a long time. So I joined this Toastmasters, and yeah, and I'm so happy to join this, and I'm so grateful, and it's very interesting, especially for the Toastmaster itself, the member, and they evaluate really hard at like your catch words, your grammar, your how you do speech, and there's also side quiz for the projects, and it's kind of interesting. So you don't only speak about 1 million tree, but you also like the first Toastmaster, they have like project to handle interruption, and it's so fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much, soon-to-be Toastmaster Gabrielle. I hope you enjoy the journey of learning English with us here because we are more kind of practical English speaking rather than the theoretical. Yeah, both are complementary. And the most important is we have this wide network of community because yeah, we can know each other and even not only this club. So I would like to say my gratitude to visiting Toastmasters. We have Toastmaster Azan from Toastmaster Azhar from Labuan Toastmasters, Toastmaster Melanie from SCBD, Toastmaster Heggi from Lipo Karawaci, Toastmaster Wira from SCBD, Toastmaster Yoda also from Plato, ya, Plaza Toyota Toastmaster. Distinguished Toastmaster Harlina from Jakarta Bahasa Toastmasters. For information, Toastmasters do not only speak in English, but they have autonomy for their clubs to choose the languages. In Indonesia, most of the clubs are English-speaking clubs, but we also have Bahasa Indonesia and even Mandarin. So we can also learn from using our native language or even other languages. And even in this online meeting, we can also have an experience of traveling abroad without moving our body from this room. We can try online meeting from overseas. And I would like also to mention Toastmaster Hanif from UI and also Toastmaster Devina from Kebayoran. So thank you very much for all visiting Toastmasters. This is an open space, so we can also visit another club and we can also participate in other clubs. And as registered members, we can also reserve for speech in other clubs to advance faster rather than just stuck with our home club schedule. That is why the opportunities in Toastmasters are endless. And as President of Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters, I would like to end this official meeting by sound of this clap. I mean snap, sorry.
Where is the gong? Where is the gong?
Sorry, I don't have time to set up. Just arrived from traffic.